Hi, my friends. It's Miss Palmer. We are going to do some math today. The math lesson for today is for Wednesday, May 13th. And I have my board right here. Come a little closer. And so yesterday and the day before that, we were doing adding, only adding. We were doing only addition. And we were doing adding multiples of 100. And so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing subtraction. So we're going to be doing minus or take away. So with addition, every time we drew a number, the number that we added, we put down below, right? Well, with subtraction, instead of adding it, we're going to be crossing it out or taking it away or minusing it, otherwise known as subtracting it. So let's get started. So I have my markers that I did yesterday, my hundreds, tens, and ones. Blue for hundreds, pink for tens, orange for ones. And we're going to start off pretty easy. So we're going to do multiples of 100 as well as some tens. So we're going to minusing or subtracting hundreds and tens. So this number sentence right here asks us to subtract 570 minus 110. So let's start by doing that. I'm going to draw 570. Watch. How many hundreds in 500? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many tens? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many ones? 0, right? Good. So what are we taking away? We are taking away 100, 110, and 0 ones. Please watch as I use my purple marker, okay? I am not going to add it because that's addition. We are subtracting today. So that's the shift from yesterday and the day before till today. Let's cross out 100, 110, and 0 ones. And there's none here. So let's see what's left. Okay? And remember, yesterday and today I did not label them hundreds. Like I didn't put the number 100 like this in the place value discs. But you could do that. It's just that I already knew because they're in the hundreds column. Okay? Okay, let's see what's left. How many ones? 0. How many tens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many hundreds? 1, 2, 3, 4. Our answer is 460. Do you see that? 460. Let's try a different one. Remember, just try to be patient because I'm trying with my napkin, although I'm sure there's a better way to erase. Thank you, friends, for always being flexible, right? Thank you. Let's do the next one. So let's start off by doing something easy. What does this say right here? Read this with me. 450 minus 200. Okay, well, I'm going to start off by drawing 450, because we always draw the number we start with. 400 has 4 hundreds. 50 has 5 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 0 ones. Good. If we got rid of or took away or subtracted 200, I would cross out 2 hundreds. 1, 2. So what is left? We have 200 here and 5 tens here. So our answer would be 250 because we only took away 2 hundreds from the hundreds, so that's the only thing that changed. Let's do another one that would help us solve this. Or that this would help us solve our next one. What if we did 450 take away 210? What's the difference in this problem compared to this problem? We're both starting with 450, right? What's different about the number we're taking away? Do you see it? I see it. 200 and 210. I'm sure you've got it by now. This one has a 10 in it, right? So we're taking away 200 and 110. So in the last problem, we took away 200s, which we wanted to do here, but we also need to take away 110. So let me go ahead and cross out 110. What's left now? 200 plus 1, 2, 3. And I don't mean plus like we're adding, I mean let's put the answer together. 200, 10, 20, 30, 40. So our answer to 450 take away minus 210 equals 240, which is 10 less than 250. Well, that makes sense because there's a 10 here and not a 10 here. Okay? Let's try another one. I'm going to stick with the same theme. Okay, they're going to get harder as we go on, okay? All right, the next problem says 450 minus 250. What do you hear right away? I heard we're taking away 200 as well as 510, so for the 50. Okay, well, we took away already from the previous examples or the previous questions. We drew 450, that's what we started with. We took away so far 200, you could see 100, 200 here. And now we need to cross out 5 tens because 5 is in the tens place for 50. 50 is 5 tens. We've already crossed out 1, so let's count on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's 250, 250 crossed out. What is left? How many hundreds? 1, 2. How many tens? 0. How many ones? 0. So our answer is just 200. Well, I also could have guessed that because if we have 450 and we take away 250, we're getting rid of that 50, so there's going to be hundreds left over. And that's exactly what our interval is. Now, the next one is going to be our last one and our trickiest one. And you might remember this from school. So, we're going to start with the same 450 like we always have, but we are going to cross out or minus or subtract 260. So, that's 10 more than what we took away last time. 260 is 10 more than 250, right? So let's go back and let's see what we can do here. Well, we crossed out the 200. Now we need to cross out 6 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh, we don't have enough. If we don't have enough tens, where am I going to get some tens from to cross out 260? Well, I can't go to the ones because that doesn't make any sense. It needs to be a larger unit so that I can unbundle. I'm thinking we can unbundle one of our hundreds to give us 10 tens, because 10 tens equals 100, right? Watch. 100 equals 10 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's the same thing, unbundling. You're not getting rid of it yet. You're just unbundling something for a different unit. But it's worth the same. It has the same value. 100 and 10 tens are the same thing. They both equal 100. Okay? Whether you look at it either way. So now let's go back and let's make sure we subtract 260. 200, right? This one's unbundled, so it doesn't count. 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Awesome. Let's see what we have left. 0, 1s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 1. Our answer is 190. Well, that also makes perfect sense because 190 is 10 less than 200, and so is 260, 10 more. We're taking away 10 more than 250. So the more you take away, the less you have, and the less you take away, the more you'll have. But there's a difference in 10 in these two problems because they're off by 10. We're taking away 10 more, so the answer is going to be 10 less. Okay, friends? So I want you to keep in mind a couple things. If the number that you're taking away only has hundreds, great. You only have to cross out the hundreds. If the number has hundreds and tens, like these two, cross hundreds and tens out. Don't add anything because we're only subtracting. And the last thing I want you to remind yourself is if you don't have enough, you have to unbundle from the larger unit. If you don't have any ones, take it from the tens. If you don't have any tens, take it from the hundreds, right? So you have to unbundle if you need more. Okay? All right, friends, go over to Seesaw. Good luck.